This conference would not have happened by itself. It needed a driver with a passion and a strong commitment to make that happen. Ray Bradbury had once said, when you are committed to do anything in life, the providence moves in. Allah Ta'ala moves in and paves the way for you to walk on it. That is, if you got a strong commitment. If your commitment is weak, there is hesitancy, there is a chance of pulling back. When small things go wrong, when you don't have a strong commitment, you always think, ye mere liye nahi tha, I shouldn't have done this, my friends told me, don't do this, I should have listened to them. You started finding excuses yourselves and start failing yourselves. If you fail yourselves, why should anybody support you? You shouldn't begin it. So commitment is a key to do whatever you want to do in life. On the other hand, if you have a strong commitment, Jaise Tariq bin Ziyad, burn the ships and go forward. When you have that, your attitude changes. And that is, when you see some problems in life, as you're moving forward, you don't think that as a hurdle. You think as a stepping stone, I have to do this, that to get there. That would be a complete change of mindset when you have a strong, firm commitment. Let's give a big round of applause for that commitment by Dr. Shaz, his staff, volunteers, and the management of AMU for their strong commitment and support to make this thing happen. आगाज तो अच्छा है, अंजाम भी अच्छा ही होगा, but we have to shape that anjam. It is not going to happen by itself. Congratulations, Dr. Shad. This is a conference you are called for. We are at the crossroads of the history. We are leaving behind 100 years, lousy years of colonialism, and in the back, and looking forward to the next 100 years as Sir Syed had envisioned, maybe in steps of 20 or 10 years, going forward and bringing a positive change that is good not only for Muslims, but for all. No good will sustain if it is just selfish. It has got to be unselfish, and everyone has to receive that good for that good to sustain. And it all begins with freedom. Freedom is the key to everything. When God created Adam and Eve, He gave them choices, options. And the options were to eat the forbidden fruit. What are the consequences? And if you don't eat, what is the situation? And what did Adam and Eve do? They go eat the forbidden fruit. God knew very well that they are making a mistake. God did not stop them. God did not slap Adam and Eve, stop it. He let them do it. God gave them the choice to do it, and He let them do it freely. And our freedom begins from that very moment. God started this business of freedom, and for us to continue from that point forward. And a few things to think about as Muslims. One of the biggest flaws I see as a Muslim, when I go to any mosque, maybe I have not been to Aligarh Mosque here, but most mosques I have seen the same flaw repeated time after time. And that is to believe in Akhirah. That is cheating the present. God has given us this life to live it to the fullest possible extent. How can we cheat today for something in the future? If you do the right thing, take the right steps, the future is there for you. And any teaching that prevents us from thinking today, living this God-given life, पूरे अमानत के साथ उसमें खियानत नहीं करनी है. We cannot cheat God, present life. We have to live our life fully, completely, before we think of the Akhirah. Akhirah comes as a consequence, not as an option. Next time when you hear somebody talk about Akhirah, ask them to think about today. You have to live here today. God has given you that life.